Do you ever feel like your outfit is missing something? Like you just look a little bit plain and a bit boring? You probably need to accessorize. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make simple cute accessories from Pinterest that you can implement in your daily outfits to make them a bit more spicy. First accessory we're making today is the famous flower scrunchie. I have been seeing this everywhere on my socials, my Pinterest, my TikTok, and my Instagram. So that's what we're making first today. So I cut out a rectangle on fold. I just eyeballed all the measurements for that. And then now I'm marking down 1.5 inches and I'm going to draw a straight line across. For the petals of the flower scrunchie, I'm going to be drawing these M's from the line that we just drew on our fabric, and I'm going to be making 4 inches. Try to make sure that they are of equal size. Now we're going to be sewing wherever we just marked those big M's. Make sure you don't sew below the line that we made on our fabric. Now I'm trimming off the excess fabric around my flower petals. This is my first time making this type of scrunchie, so this is going to be very interesting, and I don't really like making scrunchies in general. They just stress me out. Now I'm turning the scrunchie inside out, the correct side of the fabric, and just straightening out the petals and making sure they're giving shape. Now it looks like a little bag. It's looking weird, but let's trust the process. Let's trust the process. Now I have this shape, and now it's a time to install our elastic. So I'm just gonna secure one end on the petals and feed through my elastic with a CVT pin. Now we're gonna decide what size I want the scrunchie to be, and then I'm gonna tie the elastic to secure it in place. To keep our flower fluffy, we're going to be stuffing it with these fluffy things. I forgot what they're called. Making sure we evenly distribute the fluff throughout the petals of our flower so that it looks cute when we put it on. Now we're going to be hand stitching close the opening left on the scrunchie. I absolutely love how this turned out. Can't wait to be wearing it all summer. This is a really cute way to spice up old shoes and make them look cuter. So I'm going to be doing this on my old Nikes. All the ribbons that I had, I do not have my pink ribbon with me. I forgot it at my friend's place. So I'm going to be using this thick ribbon one. So we're going to measure the length of our shoelace and cut that out on our ribbon. I'm burning the ends of the ribbon so that it does not run, and so that it's also easier for me to put them onto the shoe. So I'm going to put on the first 2 holes, and then we're going to attach our cute bow on the ribbon at the end using our needle and thread. So this hack, you don't even really need to use the machine. The bow is really adding a cute touch since the ribbon is also black like the shoe. And I'm just gonna finish lacing up my shoes, and they actually look pretty cute. I love how this came out. I have been wanting a chain belt for the longest and totally forgot that I could make this. So you're going to need a cute chain and some hooks that are about the same size as your chain. I'm going to be using these little pliers I got for jewelry making. So we're gonna open up the ends of the chain and then put in our hook in and just close it. This was giving me a hard time. I had to close this with my hands and then secure it with my teeth, and it was secured. And that's all you have to do with it. And this is how it looks. I really love this belt. Like, I've been wearing it every time I need to wear it. Funky earrings are definitely a cute way to set your outfit apart. You're going to be unique. For my funky earrings, I decided to use these little bows. They are the same as the ones I used on my shoes. So the back of the bow is kind of tacky with the glue. So I'm going to close up with this ribbon. So I cut a little piece of ribbon and I'm going to put glue and paste it onto the back of my bow so that it's neat and classy and very, very demure and cutesy and very mindful. I don't like how the ribbon is hanging under my bow, so I'm going to trim that off, and then I'm also going to put a lighter on it so that the ribbon does not fray away. I'm going to be putting these rings onto the bow first in a horizontal kind of way so that the hoop faces to the back, and when I put it on, all you can see is the white side of the bows. After all the struggling, I realized I put the hook facing the wrong way, so I had to change it, but they look cute. I'm super excited to wear these. Personalizing your bags have been the it thing for the past few weeks, so we're going to be making a fluffy cute bow to add to my bag charm collection. I am freestyling this whole project, but I'm gonna put the correct measurement that ended up working. Now we have our rectangles. We're going to sew a straight stitch closing the bottom and the sides of both the rectangles so that it will be easy for us to turn them inside out. This is the easiest method I use to turn my tubes inside out. Works like a charm every time. Now that we have everything straightened out, we're gonna take some baiting. Yes, I remember what the fluffy things are called, baiting. And then we're gonna pull off a few and stuff the first rectangle, which is the thicker one. So I'm not stuffing it to be too full because I don't want it to be stiff. I want it to be squishy a bit. I thought I was doing the correct thing when I was cutting out my rectangles, and then I reached this point and I don't know what's going on, so now we have to resize. But if you used the measurements that I typed out on the screen, you do not have to go through all this. Now we're going to fold in the end of the first rectangle, and then we're going to do a top stitch. I also did a top stitch on the other side so that they're matching. And now we're going to stuff the longer rectangle, which is going to be the tail of our bow. So I'm stuffing one end of the rectangle and then leaving a big space in the middle. This is where I'm going to use to tie around the other rectangle to make the bow. So I'm securing that space with a safety pin so that when I put the fluff in, it does not go through where I don't want it to go to. After stuffing it, we're gonna fold in the ends as well and do another top stitch, and we're gonna do the same for the other end so that they look matching. We're gonna put our hook onto the keychain, and then we're gonna take the long rectangle and put it through the keychain. Now we're going to wrap the long rectangle around our smaller rectangle, positioning the keychain in place, and I'm also going to loop through the rectangle as I'm wrapping it around. And then we're going to do a sort of tie at the back, but we're gonna go over it with a needle and thread so that it's secured. I'm realizing this is the second purple charm that I'm going to have, and I don't even really like purple. I'm a pink girly, but it's cute.